Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Armstrong Economics. August 7. 9:34 America, New York. Gates will lose. The economy is collapsing anyway. Comment. So far you gave the impression that our friends BG per kilo Siemens would not win lately. You seem not to be so sure? Just on principle. I reject the shot. Reply. No, they lose. Armstrong Economics. August 7, 07:45 America, New York. Canada COVID concentration camps? There are claims that Canada has set up concentration camps that have been questionable. Canadians were required to isolate in a hotel if they entered from the United States or elsewhere.
Marginal Revolution. August 7, 07:25 America, New York. The Heritage Foundation says the United States should be more like Denmark. The Heritage Foundation says the United States should be more like Denmark. On economic freedom, of course. We are not number 1. We are not even number 10. Very sad.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 7. 5:30 America, New York. Alabama is home to one of the U.S.'s tightest labor markets. The city of Birmingham's diversified economy, an earlier relaxation of COVID-19 restrictions, and limited number of available workers put it in competition with Salt Lake City for the lowest unemployment rate for large metro areas.
Wall Street Journal Markets. August 7, 05:30 America, New York. College hasn't helped close the wealth gap for Black Americans. The wealth of Black college graduates in their 30s has plunged over the past 3 decades, the result of skyrocketing student loans and sluggish income growth.
New York Times Business. August 7. 5 o'clock America, New York. Life at Andrew Cuomo's hometown newspaper. The Times Union straight-laced, minimal schmooze, no off-the-record principles put it on a collision course with the notoriously press-controlling governor of New York. The Times Union newspaper headquarters outside Albany, New York. New York Times Business. August 7, 05:00 America, New York. They wait hours to withdraw cash, but most ATMs are empty. Myanmar has been crippled by a cash shortage since the military seized power 6 months ago, plunging the Southeast Asian nation into a financial crisis. New York Times Business. August 7, 05:00 America, New York. Life at Andrew Cuomo's hometown newspaper. The Times Union straight-laced, minimal schmooze, no off-the-record principles put it on a collision course with the notoriously press-controlling governor of New York. The Times Union newspaper headquarters outside Albany, New York. New York Times Business. August 7, 05:00 America, New York. They don't want the shot. They don't want colleagues to know. Nearly 40% of Americans over the age of 18 remain unvaccinated, and could return to their offices with policies in place that make that status clear. Goldman Sachs in New York is among the companies asking workers to report their vaccination status in order to return to the office.
Naked Capitalism. August 7, 04:39 America, New York. The disturbing rise of the corporate mercenaries. Now that Congress is showing interest in taking back its control of war powers, it could look at steel warmaking via mercenaries too.
Daily FX Market News. August 7, 03:00 America, New York. Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, looking to push higher as support levels hold. The crypto market is pushing higher going into the weekend, with Bitcoin eyeing a cluster of prior highs that are currently acting as overhead resistance.
Forex Live. August 7, 01:49 America, New York. China trade data for July. Exports plus 19.3% Y. Expected plus 20.8%. And imports plus 28.1% Y. Expected plus 33.0%. In USD terms, China's trade balance for July was $56.58 BLN. Exports plus 19.3% Y for a small miss on the median consensus estimate. Imports plus 28.1% Y, also a miss.
Marginal Revolution. August 7, 01:04 America, New York. Masks and the Delta variant. I haven't seen any systematic, data-based investigation of how well cloth masks work against the Delta variant, and it is too early to expect it. Nonetheless, I tried to do some simple mental modeling of my own.
Armstrong Economics. August 7, 07 America, New York. Latest conspiracy. While Congress has asked the Biden administration to move the FBI to a new location out of Washington. Their building has been falling apart for more than a decade. Armstrong Economics. August 7. 005 America New York. Lockdowns equals inflation. https://www.armstrongeconomics.com/wp-content/uploads/2021/02/lockdowns.mp4 Question. Why is there a shortage in everything? Bicycles, sold out. Bicycle parts sold out.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 7, 0001 America New York. Peloton tested a U.S. safety watchdog. It wasn't the first. A public clash between the at-home fitness giant and a federal regulator showed how messy consumer product recalls can be. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 7, 0000 America New York. In the streaming wars, Sony stands on the sidelines. The other major studios are beating each other's brains out. Meanwhile, Hollywood's only non-combatant is finding ways to profit. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 6, 2053 America New York. SEC pauses enforcement of some whistleblower program rules. The Securities and Exchange Commission said it would look into revising 2 amendments to its whistleblower award program rules that were adopted last September and said that in the interim it would largely pause enforcement of parts of the 2 amendments.
Daily FX Market News. August 6, 2000 America New York. Australian dollar may wobble on global COVID cases, FedSpeak, iron ore price drop. The Australian dollar may be vulnerable as a combination of rising COVID cases around the world, FedSpeak about tapering asset purchases and falling iron ore prices weigh on AUD/USD.
New York Times Business. August 6, 1903 America New York. Biden administration extends student loan repayment pause. The Education Department said that it would be the final extension of the moratorium. The Education Department said that this would be the AMP LDQUO final extension and AMP RDQUO of the pause, which was instituted in March 2020 at the outset of the coronavirus pandemic.
Wall Street Journal Markets. August 6, 1858 America New York. United Airlines, Square, Spirit. Stocks that defined the week. United Airlines, Square Inc. and Spirit Airlines were 3 of the companies whose stocks moved on news this past week.